Welcome to 5.3, question 11, amortization schedule with periodic payments. So here we seem to have a car dealership. They're advertising for a new Honda Civic. If you make monthly payments of $400.40 for the next 60 months, the car is yours. Now the sticker price is $18,000. So if you bought this car, what interest rate would you be paying, both APR and ERA terms? And what is the amortization schedule of the first 6 payments? All right, so let's take a look at what we know. So we're making monthly payments, so that's going to be 12 payments per year. Okay, it's good to know the number of terms in the year. Now, in terms of our number of total payments, well, it's going to be looks like it's 60. No, I guess I give you it, so it's pretty simple, 60 payments. And our payment, well, they give you that as well. So the payment is $400.40. And our present value, okay, so is $18,000. Okay, so I just made that negative. You could make the payment negative. As long as one is negative, that's going to help us. So in this case, we want to figure out first, what is our rate? So we're going to solve for the periodic rate. This is our sort of monthly interest rate. So we'll use our rate function. Okay, so it looks like we have a 1% rate. Let's just confirm. Yeah, it looks like it's 1% even. All right, let's plug that in. Good. Now we need to figure out what our annual percentage rate. So remember, this is our monthly rate. We need to convert it into an APR. So in terms of APR, okay, our APR is basically equal to our rate times our M. So the M is the times of number of compounding periods per year, okay? So in this case, our rate was the 1%, right? Multiplied by the amount of times, or times of number of compounding periods per year. Okay? So we have a rate of, well, it's almost 12%. Again, so in this case, we want 2 decimal spaces. So let's see if we can get it to 2 decimal spaces. Okay, so it looks like it's 0.12, 12%. So we're going to type in our 12%. Okay, so remember this is our APR. Okay, but we need to figure out what our ERA is. Okay, so it's a little bit different because this is monthly. So when we figure out our ERA, we're going to pull up our formula that we've used previously. Okay, so it's going to help us figure out our ERA. So what's the effective? What are we actually paying? So let's take a look at our formula. So 1 plus, we have our APR, okay? When you divide that by our M, okay, so again, that is the times of number of compounding periods per year, so that's 12, right? We close the bracket to the power of M again, all minus 1. All right. So a little bit higher, okay, so we're actually pay a little bit higher. Now remember, we want 2 decimal spaces. We want to make it in a percent, so okay. So we're looking at 12.68%. All right, wonderful. So we figured out what we're paying in terms of our rate. Now we need to figure out what is our actual dollar expenses. So we're going to create an amortization schedule. Now, before we did it per year, this case, we're going to be doing it per month. Okay, as you can see, we're doing monthly payments here. So as always, we want to know our beginning balance. We want to have our payments. Okay, that's given to us. We're going to figure out our interest. Then we need to figure out the principal. Reduction. Okay. And then our ending balance. Okay. So payments. Well, I guess we can start with months as well. So in this case, we're creating a schedule for the first 6 payments. Okay, for this, in other words, the first 6 months. Okay, because we're paying monthly. So we will go down to 6. Now, in terms of our payment, we actually have it here. So we know we're paying $400.40, right? And we can bring that all the way down. Oh, let's make that absolute. All right, let's go. Okay. Now, beginning balance, we're going to start at, well, what do we owe? Okay, so we owe that $18,000, right? And now we can go ahead and start completing our amortization schedule. So the first question is, what is our interest expense? Okay, so we're going to take our beginning balance and we're going to multiply by our interest rate. So our monthly interest rate is that 1% that we calculated. And again, I want to make this absolute, so I can use that as we go down. And in terms of, I just want to get our formatting correct. So we'll keep it a general. And we just want to round to 2 decimal. In other words, to our nearest cent. Okay. Now, in terms of the principal reduction, remember our principal reduction is going to be our payment minus the interest, right? So then we can see how much we're actually paying off our principal. And our ending balance is going to be the beginning balance minus the reduction. Okay, so we've completed it for the first month. Let's go ahead and punch it into our question. So they're asking for the interest expense. Well, it looks like it's $180. Okay. Next is, what is our principal reduction? Well, looks like it's $220. And what is the remaining principal of the loan in month 1? So what that translates to is, what is the ending balance? Okay, what else do we owe? What's left? So remember, that's what we mean by remaining principal. Okay. All right, wonderful. So they're going to ask us this up until month 6. Lots of parts to this question. Now remember, we can use our Excel. So remember, our ending balance is going to be the same as our beginning balance for the next period. Okay. Now our interest, again, it's always going to be that 1%, and we're now going to be applying it to our beginning balance of month 2. So we can just drag that down. Okay, so again, that's going to be 1% of this beginning balance. Principal reduction, well, again, it's going to be the difference between the payment and the interest. And our ending balance is going to be our beginning balance minus the principal reduction. So now we've taken a look at month 2. We'll go ahead and punch these in. All right, so we've made it down to the final question here. Our ending balance of month 6. Well done. Excellent. So that was a lot of great words of encouragement. Go for it. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching and happy financing.